Hey kids, this is Vicious Vinyl. Welcome back. My name's Mick. Today I'm going to talk to you about the curse of collectors. Multiple different releases of your favourite record that for some reason you have to buy because you're an idiot. I've chosen two records to show you the depth of the depravity that you can get into. Namely, first being Mind the Bollocks and the second being Meteor Madness by the Meteors. Some of you might not be familiar with the Meteors, but they essentially started psychedelic in the UK, and their original records are outstanding. Anyway, that's why we're here. So we're going to talk about it, right? So sometimes there are multiple issues of the same record, and quite often that might be due to issues with the record company or multiple reissues over a short period of time. I'm not talking about audiophile releases because I don't give a fuck about audiophile releases. I'm not talking about any special 180 gram reissue. Just talk about different releases of the same album. Now, for example, Mind the Bollocks has a really weird story. Obviously, I'm sure if you're a record collector, you know that the first issue of Mind the Bollocks was this one here, which is the French version on Barclay Records, made in Belgium. Lovely, right? Came out early doors, 11 tracks, no submission. Then Virgin in the UK saw this flooded in on import and immediately released this, 11 tracks, no submission, blank back. Amazing. You'll also find that blank back appears later on with 12 track pressings, but that's initially the first UK one. Following that, you got the Spots issue, which has 11 tracks printed on the back. But submission comes as one-sided 7-inch and you get a massive poster. Great. That's called the Spots issue. Got a very clear matrix number on that. Later on, they do another Spots issue. Later on, with a different poster, which unfortunately I don't have. But this is the later version. A year later, sold on the cheap for some reason, and you could get those 7 inches, single-sided 7 inches for cheap. So you got those, right? If you're a collector, you're going to want all of those plus a proper 12-track UK issue, right? Then you might want to get the American issue, but do you get the Jacksonville pressing, or do you get the Winchester pressing? Which one do you get? Or if you're an idiot, do you get both? Yeah. There's your problem, right? Because some people like me are going to do that. And even down here, if I pull out these, there's some more Nevermind Bollocks for you. Italian, Russian bootleg, the whole bloody shebang here. I've got a Greek one somewhere with the mauve cover. But anyway, you get all those, right? If you're a collector, that's what you do. You collect. Could be even worse if you're so obsessed by a band that pretty much everything you got to do, you got to get, right? And I was like that with the Meteors at least until sort of 1985. 1986, let's say. Sewer Time Blues, great record, probably for me the last super record, but I still like some of their other stuff. But mainly, I like Meteors Mark 1, maybe Mark 2, because Woody's on the Mutant Rock single. But the first single by the Meteors is this, Meteor Madness, right here. And this is the very first issue with the red and white Ace label, hard card sleeve. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful record. If you've never heard it, for Christ's sake, go and hear it. It's fucking amazing. Excuse my French, sorry. So that's that. Great, that's the only one you need, right? But then you find out later on that Ace have re-released it on a nice blue vinyl with a black Ace label with capital letters. Come here. There, like that. Come on, back up. Gimbals, they're mad, aren't they? And then, you know, a black vinyl version with the Ace in capital letters. And then a black vinyl version with a paper sleeve for some reason, and a black label but with small Ace letters. Why? I don't know. Also, then you got a regular Big Beat reissue on the grey Big Beat label. That's a lot, you might say, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different issues right there. But that's not all, you see, because they also did a 10-inch white label version. There you go, like that. That's a 10-inch white label version signed by Nigel himself. And that's not even all, is it? No, of course it's not. Because later on, they did the Meteors versus Screaming Lord Such as a promo. And guess what the Meteors side was? Meteor Madness EP. So that's all on there. And then, much later on, there was this box set of Psychobilly Trash that came out. And in there, on a heavy card sleeve, is a reissue of Meteor Madness. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 8. There may even be more. My pal Richard Smith might have another one that I haven't got. He's like that. But that's insane, right? Then, you know, Radioactive Kid comes out and there's another 6 versions of that too. Why am I going on about this? I'll tell you why I'm going on about it, because I think it's a curse that we all of us record hunters have. It's an absolute curse. But in a way, that's the normal curse of record collecting. What's really annoying is the modern way where someone will put out a record and they will immediately release it on 10 different colours of vinyl on the same day, right? The same day, there'll be 10 different colours of vinyl. So Hammersmith Gorillas right here, fucking great band. Jesse Hector, love Jesse Hector. This is their compilation. Why wait till tomorrow? On Just Add Water Records, and it is beautiful because it comes in this lovely, let's see, look at that. That's a lovely, lovely thing, isn't it? It's beautiful. That's great. But also on the same day, they did a black vinyl version, and also on the same day, they did this version. Also stunning to look at. But who's that aimed at? That's aimed at idiots like us, isn't it? You know, oh, back up. It's aimed at idiots like us. People that buy this stuff, regardless of how many different issues there are. And I've got a bit annoyed by it, and I'm trying not to. On Crazy Love Records, the Ricochet's album, which is down here. There you go. Originally on Nervous, one of the cornerstones of British psychobilly, of course. Anybody would know that. Yeah, Crazy Love reissued it on yellow vinyl. Brilliant, great. Also did it on green vinyl, gold vinyl, white vinyl. Like loads of different vinyl pressings. And I'm not singling out these two labels for a reason. What I'm saying is that it's bullshit. I will collect any sort of issue, foreign issue, first. I normally collect first issues if I can of anything. And if I really like it, then I'll find different interesting versions. That's fine. That's the prerogative of a collector. And of course, we spend a lot of money on it. What I don't like about these kind of issues is that they are tailored specifically to take our money, because they know that we will want to get every single copy. Oh, I need everyone, so I'm going to fork out, and I'm guilty of that. They also did a Ricochet single on like 10 different colours. I bought them all. I'm in the prospect of selling all the extras right now because I've had enough of this thing where a new record will come out in 1,000 different variations of exactly the same record, just because they want your money, you know. And it's been happening for years, but it seems to me it's getting worse. Okay, right. So Torment's first album, it's called Cyclops Carnival. Here's a lovely yellow font there, green label, Nervous Records, beautiful. But they also did another version with a white writing, another version with blue writing. Don't know why. And I bought them. Of course I bought them. And then later on they reissued them through Crazy Love, of course. Different colours, all sorts of stuff like that. Now these ones I bought at the time, and yeah, I'm a Torment freak, so I keep them. But modern records don't work like that. Modern records, it's all like, oh, I'm going to release it in 10 different versions and you're going to buy it all because you're stupid. And fuck them. That's what I say. If somebody does that now, just buy one. Buy one. Don't buy 10 different colours of the same thing. It's rubbish. It's bullshit. Sure, find a rare Japanese version with a lovely Obi strip, or a pitch disc, or a weird Greek version, or whatever. But don't fall into the trap of buying 12 different colours of exactly the same packaged album because you're an idiot. I'm talking to myself here, because you're a fool who has to have every single copy of everything. There, rant over. Like and subscribe. Put stuff in the comments. I don't know what people are going to say. I will be doing a video on the 4 or 5 cornerstones of UK psychobilly music next, probably. But for now, don't get ripped off, man. Yeah, see you later.